I did a personal finance show pilot, but I really wanted to bring the automotive print magazine to television. No one had done that before, at least not successfully. There have been some attempts around the world. There was a show called Torque in Australia, and there were various efforts going on in Europe to try and launch something, but nobody in North America had really done it, and let alone on some kind of a weekly basis. So 1978, we did the pilot for Motorweek. We had the name researched. We knew it was clean. And we did the show. And then it sat on the shelf for 3 years as we went about trying to sell it, get stations interested, because we knew we wanted to be more than a local show from the beginning. It was
Okay.
kind of the mantra of our operation, to produce for your local audience, but do it on subjects that everybody would love to know about. So we always had this idea it would at least be regional up and down the East Coast, but be national if possible. And lo and behold, 3 years later, after various attempts to get it launched and talking to stations to see if they would be interested, we found out that a competing station was going to do an automotive series. And my boss on July the 5th, 1981, called me into his office. His name was Warren Park, a lovely man. And he said, we're going to have an auto show on offered to PBS in January. Can you be on the air by then? I said, I'll be on the air instead of 6 months. I'll be on the air in 6 weeks. We didn't quite
Wow.
do that.
Yeah.
It was mid-October, so 12 weeks or so. And we came on with the first episode, and we've been on ever since. And there was a rationale to that, because I'd learned from doing Wall Street Week that if you're on every week, stations leave you alone in the schedule and they allow you to build an audience. But to do that, you've got to offer essentially a new show every week.
Right.
And
Right.
even though we do 26 all new shows and 26 shows where the majority is new, and that's how you keep a time spot and allow your audience to grow. Otherwise, the stations will say, it's a rerun, we'll take it off and bring it back later. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. And so here we are. We've been on weekly ever since.
So the idea was never let your backup see the field. It was always have something in queue, always have something. How quickly did you stumble upon, or maybe it was by design, you seem like a by design guy. How quickly did you get the winning formula for what we see as the show today? Was that pretty much out of the box? Did you have to tinker with it much?
The format you see today was very much what we started with.